Alright, so let's see how you were supposed to work numbers 3 and 4. Hopefully you got them correct. If not, we will find out why. So your two equations, y equals x plus 9 and 3x plus 8y equals negative 5. Fortunately, we already have one of our equations where we have a variable equal to an expression. So we should have taken that expression, that x plus 9, put it in the opposite equation where the y was. So once I do that, my new equation to solve is 3x plus 8 times x plus 9 equals negative 5. So distribute that 8. You've got 3x plus 8x. 8 times 9 is 72 equals negative 5. So 8 plus 3x combining like terms, these both have x with them, so I'll get 11x plus 72 equals negative 5. So when I move the 72 over, it's positive. I would have to subtract it from both sides. And when I do that, I get 11x equals negative, and a negative is going to make negative 77. And when I divide both sides by 11, I get that x is equal to negative 7. So remember, once I get one of the variables, I have to plug it back into one of the original equations to find the other variable. So we have x, we need to plug it back in to find y. Again, I can use this really jumbled up long equation, but the first one's just going to make more sense. So I would have y equals negative 7, because that's what x is, plus 9. So y equals negative 7 plus 9 is a positive 2. The point where they're going to intersect is at negative 7, 2. Number 4 is the other one that you were supposed to try, and this time we do still have a variable equals an expression, but this time it's not y equals. This is the first time we're seeing x equals something really since the beginning. So I still am going to do the same thing. I just got to watch out and make sure that I plug this expression in where x is, not where y is, because it's saying x is equal to this. So when I replace the x variable with this expression, the equation we are going to have is going to be 2 times 4y plus 7 minus 6y equals 12. And this time we're actually going to find out what y equals first. So distribute the 2 to both things. We've got 8y plus 14 minus 6y equals 12. Combine like terms, 8y minus 6y is going to give us 2y plus 14 equals 12. Move that constant over by minusing 14 from both sides. 2y equals negative 2. I'm going to divide by positive 2 here. A negative 2 divided by positive 2 tells us that y is equal to negative 1. So I can totally find out what y is first. And now I still just got to do what I would do if I found out what x is first. I've got to take this value, substitute it back into one of the original equations, probably this one, it looks easier, where y is, to find out what the value of x is. So we've got x equals 4 times y plus 7, and we just found out that y is negative 1. So x equals 4 times negative 1 is negative 4 plus 7. Negative 4 plus 7 is 3. So now when we write our ordered pair, we've got to be very careful, because just because I found y first doesn't mean that's how I write it. In the ordered pair, it's still x comma y, so our answer is 3, negative 1.